Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Butt naked, diamonds, and drama. That's what you can expect with this fight with Claressa Shields and Kaye Scott. And Claressa seems to know that drama sells, and she's pushing it.
It's overshadowing your talent.
Never.
You don't feel like it's overshadowing your talent?
I correct everybody for that. Us as black people got to stop acting like we don't know that drama sell. That's what everybody want. Drama. Before there was any of this drama, what did you know about me?
I knew about you.
Right, but people knew that I was the best at what I did. I had a documentary. I had a biopic. I have a biopic. 2 Olympic gold medals. Like, that's too positive to be African American. They wanted something to be negative. They wanted to make something a big deal. But a relationship cannot overshadow my greatness. Like, I'm still conquering and being great right now. Like, that is just people jumping on a hate train like they did LeBron before, like they did Jordan, like they did Serena Williams, Muhammad Ali. Everybody loved them now.
Right.
They didn't love them when they were great.
Okay. Now, Big Bo, she comparing herself to Muhammad Ali, Jordan. Look, LeBron, we'll leave that alone. But you are here encouraging women to come to your event butt naked in diamonds. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Her champion won't be there because I just have a feeling there's going to be a couple things going on. Violence and drama. And she just said drama sells. That is what Claressa has bought into. So for those who are saying, leave Claressa alone, cut her some slack, the ancestors would be ashamed, what would they think about what she's doing? Now, I tell her she can do what she wants. She's just interesting to me. But for her to come out here, man, and seem to have locked in to drama sales, she's doing any and everything she can to create drama. And she's doing any and everything she can to keep us talking. So much so that she's even gone out here now and, there's all kind of rumors and shit that Kaye Scott and her team, they aren't all that comfortable when it comes to the event. Now, when I first heard that, because, people say stuff, and it's the internet, so I take everything with a grain of salt. But I do know that there were some tweets put out yesterday, and we talked about it during our live. Even I was a little bit shocked that Claressa went out there and tweeted this stuff. But hey, she has every right to tweet what she wants. And I'm going to show you what she said. This is what seems to be getting the attention of a lot of people. Now with me, it's this whole idea of encouraging women to come out there butt naked and shit with diamonds on, because there's going to be some ringworms in the goddamn place. And it's Atlanta, so tell them what kind of guys are going to show up in there. You better make sure you have your goddamn bleach wipes and everything else if you're going up in that venue, and hand sanitizer and Lysol spray, because that shit ain't going to be nothing nice. But let me show you what she put out there that has really got people out here talking, because you can't be pushing the race narrative, man. People don't respect that. And I'm just telling you, they don't respect that. People don't respect that. When everything becomes about race, that's not what people get behind, especially when you got someone like Kaye Scott here with a team from Australia. They want to be comfortable, and I think they were comfortable initially. I think the press conference got their attention. But I think now, as they're looking at what was tweeted by Claressa Shields, I think this right here has got them feeling very uncomfortable now. Let me go right here. Go here. All right, this right here. What Claressa says, I feel it's a duty to represent Black pride for my people. I represent the struggle, the ghetto, the bottom, the people who've always been counted out. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a second, all right? So, that's my son. He come in here trying to talk to me. I'm doing a video. He know better than to do that. That's my oldest. The youngest, I don't care, but the big one, they know better. But Claressa, Talk about people need to understand, like Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, and other races, they have pride. So does African Americans. There's a thing called Black Pride too. We stand with our own. We have resilient spirit and our hearts are unwavering. You see, this right here has people out here a little bit shook. Because you get someone like Kaye Scott to take the fight, coming from Australia. She's a unified champion. She should be scared. You know why? Because of what happened with Franchon Cruz. I can only imagine her and her team sitting here saying to themselves, if this is the shit that happened with Claressa Shields and Franchon, where there was that brawl, right? And this was more like a black on black type thing, what the hell are they going to do to us? And people may think that shit is a joke. No, that shit is not a joke. It's serious. And the thing is, now that it's with Zeus Network, I can only imagine the concerns that her team may have. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine. I would have concerns, you know, and I'm just being real with you. I would have a whole lot of concern about getting into anything with Claressa Shields and that team, knowing that this is the kind of stuff going on. Let me mute this real quick. Because if you remember, this is the kind of stuff that happened. Let me fix this for you. Let me fix this. All right? Everybody remember this crap happening here with Franchon, and it wasn't nothing nice, where things got ugly at the weigh-in, and it wasn't warranted. So now you got Kaye Scott. Could you imagine her in the face-off with Claressa like this, and then Claressa shoves her? And this whole thing, could you imagine the type of crowd that's going to be there? And now the black pride thing, the ghetto and what I represent, that all of a sudden gets into the minds of people. And Kaye Scott and her team, who are pretty much, you know, all white Australians, now they're worried and fighting for their life inside that damn venue. So this is just really all bad, because this is, look at her, she all hyped. This is what she wants, people. She wants drama. If I was Kaye Scott and her team, I'd be concerned too. I'd be like, yo, you need to give me some kind of reassurance on security measures, etc. I can't have nobody putting their hands on me. I can't have anybody putting their hands on my fighter. We don't want to deal with that. We're not going through what Franchon went through. You know what I mean? We're not going through that. Because you can see here with Franchon, the shit got ugly. You know what I'm saying? A whole brawl erupted. Franchon and Claressa aren't even friends anymore. Franchon got hurt. So I understand when fans are like, how is she able to continue fighting? Why aren't they taking her license? I understand the petition. Look at these people out there dancing and acting ignorant. You see? And look, is she right there in the middle? This is what she wants. They want all this drama. But she's letting you know this is what she wants. Now, they can't do this shit with Kaye Scott at all. Them Australians ain't going for this shit. And you better believe there's going to be some kind of lawsuits and stuff. So again, it'd be another lawsuit situation for Claressa Shields. You know what I'm saying? Now, just look. Now, see, all hell is breaking loose here. This is where it got really ugly for Franchon. Now, y'all, you got to try to convince me that there won't be another scenario like this. You know what I'm saying? To where now you're not going to have a big brawl out there in Atlanta, that you got the whole Zeus element and people in the crowd who aren't going to come out here and get stupid. If, in fact, somebody starts chirping up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can't make me believe there's not going to be a brawl. This right here was total chaos. Look at this shit. You think Kaye Scott and her team want to be part of this? You know what I mean? When Claressa's already sent out the bat signal for drama? Man, you understand? This right here was just ridiculous what took place out there. I'm telling you, it's going to be more of the same shit. More of the same shit when Claressa gets in the ring or during fight weekend at some point in time, just knowing the type of people who are going to be out there. It's going to be more of the same shit. And this time, though, there's going to be people butt naked with diamonds all over the place. So, costume jewelry and drama and ringworms. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be ugly. I ain't going to be there. I'll tell you that. And security should be a major concern. They're going to have bag checks, control entry points. What are they going to do? Visible security personnel, coordination with local law enforcement, emergency medical teams, crowd flow planning. Like, these are things that people should be thinking about, man. Security should be the number one concern for this event just because of what Zeus brings, what Claressa is advocating for. She is advocating for drama. Do y'all understand it? There's a difference when you're pushing a fight and if something pops off. But you're encouraging it. That's scary, man. And that's become the story of the promotion. The conversation around this whole event has centered around Zeus, baddies, drama, chaos. It ain't really about the boxing match itself. You know what I mean? Nobody really talking about it. Many don't really give Kaye Scott a chance in hell to win this fight. I don't either. There are a lot of people rooting for her, though. But it's boxing. I know the best fighter doesn't win. It's the fighter who boxes the best on that night. And there's always a chance that Claressa, who's cutting down in weight, she could say she only has 20 pounds to lose. I believe when she first started cutting, she had way more. She looked like she was over 200 pounds. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm just telling you, Claressa's a big woman. She fought 5'9" or some shit. I'm 6 feet tall. Claressa 5'9". Kaye Scott 5'10". Them big women, man. And they put on heels. Claressa probably my height. We're probably looking eye to eye, you know what I mean? Hood champion to woke champion. All that weight is in her hips and legs and that lobster tail. She get to 200 pounds. But if she has to cut a whole lot of weight to get down to that 160 for August 15th, maybe most of her camp was a fat girl camp. It happens, man. Men go through fat boy camps. Fat camps is what we call it. They got to cut that weight. So if Claressa had to go and cut a lot of weight in a fat camp, she may not be able to really focus on technique, skill, and refining things and polishing things and sharpening up. She may have to wait till the last 4 or 5 weeks to do that. Maybe sparring starts late. Who knows? But the bottom line is she may get in that fight. And all of a sudden, if she can't get Kaye Scott out of there early, around 4 or 5, Claressa can start to develop low energy. The dead leg set in. That means that, that weight cut is taking a toll on her. And it shows up on fight night. And now she's in there with Kaye Scott, and all of a sudden Kaye Scott, you can look at Kaye Scott. Kaye Scott is she look like a RoboCop. You know what I'm saying? Like Kaye Scott look like a machine. I'm pretty sure her stamina's going to be on point. All of a sudden, Kaye Scott didn't get knocked out. She's hanging in there. And now, since she landed shit on Claressa because she has more energy, more stamina. You know what I'm saying? And she has able to surge. Now the fight becomes competitive. And then we're sitting here scratching our heads like, holy shit. How did this happen to Big Woke? So you just never know what's gonna happen. But one thing I will tell you is what's supposed to happen is Claressa's supposed to get in there and blitz her. Kaye Scott was picked, in my opinion, 42 years old. And I know this sounds harsh, but I just gotta be real, man. I like Kaye Scott. You know what I mean? I do. I like her. I got a lot of respect for her. But I just think she's damaged goods, man. And just knowing that she's 42 years old, she fought all them years as an amateur. There's a lot of amateur wear and tear and sparring wear and tear. That's why as a pro, 7 fights, 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, no knockouts. I mean, let's just frame this shit correctly here. Y'all know hood champion. I ain't here to break it down. No women. I love the ladies. Lady, boom, blow a kiss at you. Catch that, put it wherever you want to put it. Let it land in the sweet spot, goddammit, because some of y'all may be butt naked with diamonds on too. At least hood champion go catch no ringworm blowing a kiss at you. But for Kaye Scott, she don't stand a chance. She doesn't. She ain't supposed to win. Claressa's supposed to knock her out. And then Claressa's supposed to go on to the next fight against Lauren Price and blitz her. But then she's going to be able to toot her horn because now she's fighting someone who earned a gold medal. So it's supposed to be the Olympians versus the Olympian versus the Olympian, the gold medalist versus the gold medalist. What I'm gonna call that fight? The hold your horses, don't take it to the stupid fight. Man, we far from slow. We understand what y'all doing here. It's a shit show. You want to get fans talking, you want to get fans excited, man, fight Hannah Gabriel. If you beat her, you beat her, but fight her. We'll talk about that. We'll support that. Even Chris Cyborg, fight her. We'll support that. We'll talk about that. You bring a whole other world into the mix. If Clarissa's just out here, it ain't about legacy no more. She got the legacy. But go do that. Go fight them. That's what I say. Go on out there and do that. Other than that, we don't want to hear it. Because I tell you what, Layla Ali was right. Layla Ali was 100% right about Claressa Shields. And Claressa Shields has done nothing but prove all the people who've been negative, who said negative things about her, she's proven them to be right. Now, I'm not talking about people out here calling her out a name and all that. I'll never go that far, you know what I'm saying? When I first started doing these videos, I got a little emotional a few times, but I had to snap out of that shit and realize it's fucking internet. I don't know her. She doesn't know me. We don't know each other. Who cares? So it ain't that serious. But at the same time, I'm telling you, she's proven everybody right about her. Oh, drama sells, drama this. Okay, drama gets our attention, but where the money? Where the Wu-Tang cream, cha-ching, ching, dollar bill, y'all? You out here up and away, handyman. You looking like Blink Man and Handyman right now. You know what I'm saying? We out here like, we should underestimate the power of the handicap. Because this shit don't seem like it's the answer. Zeus Network this is a Zeus Network production, people. This is a Zeus Network production. I'm sitting here chilling today. I saw something about Krishan Rock. People asking her about the event, about her sister, about I don't know the person's name. But I'm saying, Clarissa's fighting, but a lot of the different people being questioned and asked about about August 15th have something to do with the people fighting who are attached to Zeus, the baddies, Krishan Rock, the damn misfits of boxing, like his social media type personalities, man. And I'm like, what is this? People right here, man, with the traditional boxing channels, man, they ain't really talking about this shit. So Claressa has been overshadowed. She can say, no, she'll never be overshadowed because she has, the movie, the documentary, and all this shit. Hey, look, that's the past, man. That's the past. It's over. The problem with Claressa is she keeps dwelling in the past. That's why she's missed out on all future opportunities and nothing's been created. And that's why she's here pigeonholed back against the wall and they had to team up with Zeus. I'm not saying nothing wrong with this guy. I don't know much about Zeus except what y'all tell me in the chat. But if they out here making money and they found their niche, up and away, go get your dough. I know this shit seem a little crazy from what I'm seeing with all the fighting. I'm like, goddamn, what is this? Make sure that I don't end up anywhere near that shit because I'm like, this shit is crazy. But what it shows you is Clarissa's out here, man, they out here. It's like a break glass in case of emergency moment for them because they need to sell. And I'm going to tell you right now, this shit here about not fighting in Detroit. Oh, well, we're trying to we're just trying to expand our brand and grow our profile. Man, please. Get out of here with that bullshit. We know you got some heat up there in Michigan. We know there's some heat. We know there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. We know it. We know it. There's some factual stuff floating around. There's some stuff that's come out on you out there. We know shit got hot out there. It only makes sense for you to not be in Michigan trying to fight. You got to go elsewhere. And this shit about I could have gone, we looked at all these other major cities where we could have gone. Let's be real. Don't come talking that talk to us. Fuck talking the talk, walk the walk. Tell us specifically what big cities were going to host a Claressa Shields event. Tell us. Because if you give me that, and it's fact, I'm going to talk about it. Hey, people were wrong. Claressa Shields going to fight in LA. She's going to fight in Las Vegas. She's going to be down in Miami. I'm going to talk about it. Shit, even if you're going to Antarctica. Yeah. So my thing is, this is my son Kim. Guys told him to get the hell out of here. He want to go cut grass, but let him go, right? But my thing is, don't come out here, man, talking about you're gonna go out here and see. He made me lose my train of thought, man. I'm gonna throw something at his little ass. But come out here talking about you going to LA and you going here. I don't care if you go to Antarctica. Give us something. We'll talk about it. You got polar bears and Eskimos coming out there. They're eating whale blubber. We cool. Talk about it. But I personally feel there were no other options for her. Now this thing with hooking up with Zeus, it may work out. I don't know. But I tell you what, the direction she's going, it's non-traditional. And part of me is like, look, Raj, look out, you old school, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, boxing has changed. Everything's evolving. Everything's evolving, man. It's like adaptive traits. Y'all know what adaptive traits are. You know what I mean? You know about animals and all that. That's why the giraffe have the long necks and all that. Just adaptive traits. Just look at the evolution of the animals. Let's talk about giraffes. You have certain animals that were a certain height at a certain time. Neck was a certain length. So they trying to eat the leaves in the trees. The ones with the longer necks could reach up a little higher and eat those leaves. The ones with the shorter necks couldn't reach them. Eventually, they starve and die off and dead. So those that could reach those other leaves, they reproduce. And then their offspring come out. Necks a bit longer. They can eat. So anyway, over time, they got certain traits that they call adaptive traits, right? They evolve, they adapt. Maybe this is what we're seeing as an adaptive trait in boxing right now. Instead of allowing Claressa Shields' career to die off, they're adapting and figuring out a way to survive. And then you may see it go on to do something else and then morph into something else. We don't know. But I do know a lot of us looking at it and we're like, and I'm going to keep saying this and like a broken record. Why take somebody with 2 gold medals and take them towards all this drama? You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's working out where they're making gazillions of dollars, hey, whatever. Do your thing. Long-term, legacy-wise, it's trash. Your reputation, your brand is trash. But hey, you're making money hand over fist. But is it worth it? Is all that money worth it? If, in fact, that's what's happening. Because they keep talking like, we getting money. Okay. Y'all out here Wu-Tang Cream and I, Benjamin Franklin. Y'all doing that. Okay. But long-term, is it worth it? For Papoose, he doesn't care. He's a male. He don't have no gold medals. Papoose is just out here hustling. The people from Zeus, I don't know much about them, so I'm not going to comment. But it seems like they're making money already. You know what I'm saying? For Claressa, I ain't too sure what's going on with her. But long term, she's the one with the gold medals. She's the one out here, man, who, was talking about being a role model for young ladies and this and that. And it's come out here, man, doing the total opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? The exact opposite of all this shit. Be a role model for the ladies and this. Now you represent for the ghetto. You do this and that. The poor people to this and that. Man, let me tell you something, man. That ain't how you represent people from the ghetto and poor people. You playing on people's intelligence. You just trying to get them to come out here and support that event and spend their money. You don't genuinely care. That's the shit that's annoying when somebody come out and act like they the voice of the ghetto, the voice of the people. No, you the voice of yourself. And the only thing you hear is cha-ching ching. You ain't hearing people's sorrows and nothing like that. How many people you went out here and gave step to and gave 500 here, 100 here, here's 1,000 towards this. Oh, this you got this group home need this, or you got some kind of foundation that you established. You know what I'm saying? Where is all that? So don't come out here, man, talking shit. You know what I mean? Don't do that. And don't come out to my, well, I don't talk about the things I do. Those are things that, real people, they do things for people and they don't brag about it. Nah, fuck that. Community service, different things, you showing that you can be altruistic. No, you talk about it. You talk about it. You let the world know what you're doing. There's a difference between openly discussing something and bragging about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everyone out here know there was a time Hood Champion was coaching soccer. My son's soccer team, you know what I'm saying? I talk about it. Yeah, that soccer, this and that, them kids had a good time. Parents are the assholes, though. We talk about, ain't nothing wrong with talking about it. That ain't bragging. That's just saying what's going on. That's just saying what's going on. You know what I mean? But anyway, we'll see how it plays out. I think security is a major concern. I think health inspectors need to be there because y'all think I'm joking, man. You got people in there butt naked, girls with thongs, of guys, because it's Atlanta. You don't know what you're going to get. Walking around there, man, ain't no telling what you going to get, man. I don't eat community food anyway. And I definitely don't care to be in public spaces. They go to public restroom and piss. I may just piss on the floor. And I sure as hell ain't taking no shit in no public place, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that, man. Wash my hands. I don't touch nothing. I grab paper towels and turn things on and this. I don't touch none of that shit. Because you know what? You just don't know where if you go catch a ringworm. You don't tell them what else. You may get gonorrhea in there. You don't tell them what may jump on you and shit. I ain't touching nothing. Fuck that. And anybody going there, I wouldn't either. This whole thing about fighting and chaos and drama and butt naked with diamond and it. What the fuck are they trying to create? Large events, man, there's always public health concerns. This ain't just, but now you got people out here talking about being asshole naked. Are you crazy? Always some kind of general health considerations, man. There should be regular cleaning at that event, definitely before it. I think during it, the restroom maintenance is going to be important. Sanitation protocols. They may even need medical staff on site. Shit ain't no joke, man. And somebody said, well, you really don't have a basis to come out here and say that this event presents unusual health risk, good champion. Man, get out of here, man. This shit right here, it definitely presents unusual health risk. So public health authorities need to be issuing some kind of guidance. Because I'm telling you, Claressa put out the GOAT signal. You look up in the sky and you see it, man. A big G and shit. With furs and diamonds and see-through shit. She put out the GOAT signal. And they're going to respond. They're going to answer. You're going to see that. So I just think messaging matters. You start coming out here, man, and you're going online and trying to establish kind of identity, culture. These are your values. Some supporters will appreciate the message, others won't, man. I just think it should remain the focus should remain on boxing, on competition, man. But others are like, yo, man, we're enjoying it. It's crossover, it's entertainment. Got some celebrity involvement, and just enjoy it. But it's always going to be a debate, you know what I'm saying, whether entertainment-driven promotion, if it really is going to expand Claressa Shields' boxing audience, or is it going to change her whole identity? And I think that's what this is. It's an identity change for Claressa Shields. This is what she's doing. But anyway, I'm still going to watch the fight. Some said they ain't watching it. I watched the fight. The Zeus stuff, if I can't get that on Fire Stick or on the Zone, I guess I won't be watching it because I'm not paying for that. I don't even know. People said it's an app, right? I don't have the app. It's not something I do. But if I get a way to figure it out and watch it, I'll watch it. The women, especially Ray J and Orlando Brown, that'll be circulating online. I'm sure I'll after it's done, maybe within 5 minutes, somebody posts the whole fight, and I'll watch it that way. But I'm going to be judging the whole event by the quality of the fights. Well, I already know the promotion. Doesn't seem to be all that professional. Doesn't seem to be too bad yet. I think the worst is yet to come. I think Kaye Scott and her team, they have every right to feel uneasy going into this. And I think everybody should be concerned about the safety of the event, you know what I'm saying, and how it's being organized and what's being encouraged. And I don't know if this new way of doing business, like I talk about the adaptive traits and trying to evolve, I guess, boxing. I don't know if it's going to live up to the attention they're trying to garner. But I think there's more drama surrounding it. And I think it'll live up to the drama because I think someone's going to get killed. So there you go. Like I said, damn hood champion. No, I've been saying that during my lives. I ain't the only one who feel that way. There's too much going on. You got to look at Claressa, man, from disrespecting Layla to being aggressive towards people and children to online talking about who she would kill, who she would shoot, or I'm a killer, or what she saying, all this bullshit. I'm a killer, right? I'm a killer, and to just hitting Alicia Baumgartner to now out here talking about drama cells. And let me tell you, the real deal ain't started yet. But I think in Atlanta, I think that during fight week, I think something's gonna pop off. That's just me. Too much drama, man. Too much negativity surrounding this woman. And I'm just being real with you. Anyway, y'all keep cool, man. Butt naked. Diamonds and drama. Somebody gonna catch a ringworm. They better be careful. And it won't be me. Because I may be here with my carpal tunnel and shit. My remote control, but I ain't going in that shit. Hell no. And I encourage y'all to stay your ass at home too. Keep cool, I'm in the breeze.